Something I notice often, there are a lot of prophets and prophetess out here speaking negatively about specific individuals, mainly these so-called false prophets, casting judgment from their own perspectives, being way more holy than they were anointed or appointed to be. Every individual out of alignment still have a chance to be saved. It's not too late, and we as messengers of God have to learn to give the same grace we were blessed to receive. Our job is to forgive them, pray for them, and be that example of light to them. It's one thing to speak on false prophets as a general topic, but to be out here in your position, calling people out by name publicly is not of God. I don't care who you are or how you try to flip it. See, here's what happened when you do that. Those people God called you to shepherd, you now instill in them a hate and view of hate for someone based on how you see them, and you eventually lead them astray in sin of that thought and feeling. It's a lot of people I feel that's fake, that I feel don't hear from God. But I'm not gonna record, edit, and post a video about them specifically to purposely put an evil spotlight on them. That's not how God moves. I go to God about them, not to people. Forgive them, pray for them, and move along. You can email them, DM them in private if you feel a way, and if they continue, go to God. Yes, He called us for a position, but we can't get too high to where we feel above other people's feelings. You can't orchestrate an attack on someone just because from your angle, what they're saying don't sound clear enough for you. Why, you may ask? Oh, that's because everybody have their own angle. Even if we stood in the same room, your view of it will always be different from mine, because we both can't stand in the same spot at the same time. Even if a false prophet don't get blessed in the end for giving false hope, false messages, false words, for speaking blasphemy, that won't stop your blessing, because in the midst of their lies, God can still use that same false prophet to speak a blessing over you. In Numbers 22, King Balak hated the children of Israel, and he sought after that wicked false prophet Balaam because he wanted to pay him to curse Israel. But God spoke to that same prophet and made him bless them instead. He didn't have nobody call him out personally for being false, but at the right time, he was still able to use him. Our only job as his messengers is to mind the business God placed before us, not to be out here airing out everybody else's. Matthew 10:16 says, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Therefore be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. And the real wisdom is allowing God to fix what we can't. But y'all be blessed.